People want to kill me.
It was so effective that I don't know how Amber Heard, quite frankly, could come back from the cross that she did.
Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes.
Attorney Camille Vasquez, who closed weeks of testimony into a withering attack on defendant Amber Heard's integrity, presented final statements on behalf of Johnny Depp's defense team. Vasquez remarked that the trial's conclusion came 6 years to the day after Heard appeared in court with a heavy bruise on one side of her face to file a restraining order against Depp, and in doing so, damaged Depp's life by falsely telling the world that he is an abuser. Before we move on, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and turn the post notification on. The now viral lawyer stated the scene was a setup. She forewarned the paparazzi, knowing they'd be there. The dark mark on Heard's face came 6 days after she last saw Mr. Depp, which the paparazzi were unaware of. The world only saw what she wanted them to see. Vasquez played many audio recordings of Heard admitting to physically and emotionally assaulting Depp, including apologies for violence. His version of events was disputed by witness testimony or evidence. According to the attorney, Depp, who claims he has never hit Heard or any other woman, regularly apologized in text messages, but only for his language, not for violence. In this courtroom, there is a domestic abuse victim. It isn't Miss Heard either. Mr. Depp was subjected to physical, mental, and emotional assault. She is a highly damaged person, extremely scared of abandonment, Vasquez stated, quoting her own words. Later, Heard's attorney Ben Rottenborn delivered his closing statement, concentrating on the Aquaman actress's First Amendment rights and implying that the jury may decide the case based on that alone, even if there was no proof of the horrible crimes she claimed. Amber's lawyer, Rottenborn, began his remarks by reminding the jury that the case's stakes extend far beyond the parties involved. Think of the message they're giving to Amber and domestic violence victims worldwide, Rottenborn remarked. It didn't happen if you didn't take pictures, and if you did take pictures, they're phony. You're lying if you don't seek medical help. If you seek medical assistance, you're insane. You're a gold digger if you finally determined that enough is enough. That's what they're attempting to persuade you, the jury, to participate in. Even if there was no proof that Depp perpetrated any of the horrific physical and sexual abuse she alleged during the 6-week trial, Rottenborn suggested to the jury that the First Amendment protected the Washington Post op-ed at the crux of the case. You can weigh this issue by concluding that such assertions are factual and protected under the First Amendment. Rottenborn explained, if Amber has been abused just once, she has won. We're not just considering physical abuse here. We're discussing emotional abuse here. We're debating verbal abuse. The closing tactic used by Team Depp appeared to indicate that the pirate star's purpose for the defamation action isn't the $50 million he's seeking, but rather the protection of his reputation. Heard revealed horrific scenes of torture, sexual assault, and constant panic and anxiety at the hands of Depp throughout her time on the stand and is countersuing for $100 million. We beg you to restore Mr. Depp's life and make Miss Heard accountable for her lies, Vasquez said. Vasquez slammed Heard's lies upon lies upon lies, claiming that every word she said in court was a lifetime performance. She mentioned that Heard's acting coach had told her that she had problems weeping tears on stage. Vasquez said, "You witnessed it. I overheard Miss Heard crying without tears. It was all a show. She told you what she believes you need to hear about indicting this man as a rapist and domestic abuser." Vasquez also projected many photographs of Heard, some of them with Depp out in public, without any marks or bruises when she said she'd been abused recently. She also stated that Heard's sister Whitney is the only person whose evidence confirms Heard's abuse allegations and the sole witness who claims to have seen Depp as the aggressor in a physical altercation. Not just to Mr. Depp, but true victims of domestic abuse, Vasquez said, Heard's charges were an act of terrible cruelty. Amber Heard and Johnny Depp saw each other on the set of The Rum Diary in 2009. At the time, Heard was 25 and Depp was 49 years old. In 2012, they fell in love, and by 2015, they were married. Trouble arrived a year later, in 2016, when Heard filed for divorce and a restraining order against Depp, accusing him of domestic violence. In 2017, photos of Heard's bruises were widely disseminated, and the #MeToo movement was gaining traction at the same time. In the aftermath, Amber Heard wrote an op-ed for the Washington Post on how she confronted the culture's anger by speaking out against abuse, never mentioning Johnny Depp. Depp subsequently sued Heard for defamation based on the article, and Heard countersued, claiming that Depp defamed her by accusing her of creating an abuse hoax with his lawyer. Johnny Depp had previously sued UK tabloid The Sun for labeling him a wife-beater in a headline, but had lost the case after the judge determined that Heard's abuse allegations were basically genuine. From the outset of the high-profile broadcast trial in the United States, a reality TV-like phenomenon emerged. The defendant and plaintiff's comments, reactions, and mannerisms were meticulously studied and commented on, concluding that Heard had defamed Depp in her op-ed and that she had also been defamed by one of his lawyers. It's worth noting that the jury found both parties guilty, a sort of halfway ground, but also favoring Depp in the verdict, almost as if they were mimicking popular opinion.